as they're responding to events.
So we're in 7 cities across the U.S. We follow firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics as they're responding to calls live. And we have no idea what we're going to see. So we go into studio tonight, and we'll be live with those 7 cities, just following along with the calls. And I think you saw in there, in that teaser clip, you saw firefighters fighting a wildfire. That was live 2 weeks ago in San Bernardino, and all these wildfires are raging in Southern California with the Santa Ana winds. So this fire broke out just as we were going live, and we watched them fight this, and they evacuated about 100 people, got pets out. And you can see some of these houses caught on fire, but they preserved about 47 houses in this neighborhood. It's amazing to watch them do their jobs in real time and see how much goes into it, and then realize they're not done. They got to go to another call and keep working. And this is, for some of them, it's up to 48 hours in a shift.
Wow. Is your medical background, being a doctor, does that kind of help with?
I hope so. I hope it does, at least for my parents' sake, so they feel better about me going to medical school. I think it does, Al. I think being able to understand at least the gravitas and the situation for a lot of these, when these people go in, you get a call, someone's down, and that may be it. And you go into a situation having no idea and having to ascertain what's going on, sometimes without all the tools. I was trained in the hospital setting where you have every possible test available to you. A lot of these paramedics are doing it sometimes with just good old-fashioned laying hands on people as for physical diagnosis. It really is. It's impressive. And to see, more importantly, I think, the way they stay calm in situations that would have other people panicking.
I love that.
You got the American Ninja Warrior, you've got the American Ninja Warrior Junior, you got this live rescue show. I assume at some point you sleep and eat. And meanwhile, you've had time to pick up a new hobby.
Yes. So I've got a birthday coming up. And so my mom has been a singer her entire life. I had no musical ability. But so I decided I wanted to pick up. Oh, you got this in? This is embarrassing. I was picking up.
Carry this with you?
No, I don't know where you guys got this. I drum. Look at this. This is me.
Let's see it.
I've been doing it for 3 whole weeks, you guys. Look at that.
Wow.
That was my second. Okay, this is painful for me to watch. It looks like I'm having a seizure there.
Are you taking lessons?
I'm taking lessons in New York. So every week I'm out here, I'm taking lessons. I don't know. You guys brought. This is embarrassing. What are you guys doing this to me? I can't. 1, 2, 3, and. This is in the air tonight. Come on, clap along if you know this.
Oh, yeah. That was it?
All right, it sounds better on drums, you guys.
I felt like the lights are about to go out. We were about to have
I was told Phil Collins was going to be here, and there'd be. This is not.
You should be good, babe. We just have foam for you. Yeah.
This is actually my practice pad. I travel with this everywhere I go now.
I love that.
Because it really is. It's hard to travel with drums, but the other thing is to listen to me practice on drums is really annoying.
My son just took up drums. He's got electronic.
Yes,
that's fantastic.
That's it. So you can just put headphones on, and you don't have to suffer through it.
I love that. Such a good guy, man.
Well, January, I'm going to put it out. I'll be playing Phil Collins live.
Wow.
Is that true?
Well, I mean, in my
in your head.
Unless Phil, if you see this and you want me to go on tour with you, I'm there.
I'm sure you will. Then live rescue is Monday night on A&E. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
We hope you'll join us tomorrow on the 3rd hour of today as we have polar opposites discussing hot button issues. No fighting, no finger pointing. It's our new series, United Today. But first, you're still eating leftover Halloween candy? We're thinking Thanksgiving. We're going to show you how to use all that extra cranberry sauce on pancakes and meatballs like you've never had before.
It was Sophie's big day. By the way, she's the next Mozart. As usual, we were behind schedule. But Sophie's enthusiasm could not be dampened. Not even by a runaway donut. We powered through it in our Toyota Prius. Because the stars gotta shine. No matter what.
It's unbelievable what you can do in the Prius. Toyota. Let's go places.
I'm here. And suddenly my migraine takes me somewhere else, where there's pain and nausea. But Excedrin pulls me back in a way others don't, and it relieves my symptoms fast for real migraine relief.
We were lost in a vast desert, completely devoid of basset hounds. Then it appeared, a beacon of hope.
I'm back in baby's arms.
More glorious than a billion sunsets.
Open arms.
We were found
I'm back where I
Found by the house.
belong, back in baby's arms.
Lash Sensational Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Makes every lash fully sensational. Our batting brush volumizes every kind of lash. More sensational full fan effect. Lash Sensational, only from Maybelline, New York.
Alright, here we go again. We'll give a little bit. We'll give a little bit of me your love to
Find something incredible from somewhere amazing. Unique selection, unbelievable prices. Home Goods, go finding. Pampers is here to help every parent love the changes a baby brings.
Pampers is the first and only diaper with air dry channels. They stay up to 3 times drier, so babies can sleep soundly all night. Pampers.
I didn't have to run for help.
I didn't have to call 911.
I didn't have to come get you.
Because you didn't have another heart attack. Not today.
You took our conversation about your chronic coronary artery disease to heart. Even with a stent procedure, your condition can get worse over time and keep you at risk of blood clots.
So you added Xarelto to help keep you protected.
Xarelto, when taken with low-dose aspirin, is proven to further reduce the risk of blood clots that can cause heart attack, stroke, or cardiovascular death in people with chronic CAD. That's because while aspirin can help, it may not be enough to manage your risk of blood clots. In a clinical trial, almost 96% of people taking Xarelto did not have a cardiovascular event. Don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of heart attack, stroke, or cardiovascular death. While taking, a spinal injection increases the risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. You may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. It may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Before starting, tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures and any kidney or liver problems. Enjoy every moment and help protect yourself from an unexpected one, like a cardiovascular event. Are you doing enough? Ask your doctor if it's time for Xarelto. To learn more about cost and how Janssen can help, visit Xarelto.com.
We have a good one today. It's time for Make It Monday, and we're gearing up for Thanksgiving. Here to help us is lifestyle expert and cook Yvette Rios. Good morning to you.
I'm so happy to be here with you guys.
This is perfect. Let's start with cranberry, but this is something you're shaking it up a little bit here.
Absolutely. So cranberry sauce is one of the things you can totally make ahead for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So go ahead, Al, put cranberries in there.
Right.
I've got some brown sugar. I put walnuts in mine. I love the crunchiness. And then the zest and the juice from one orange.
Ooh.
Some orange juice. You're going to cook it down, and you cannot cook this too much.
Okay.
You can literally leave this on the stove, go get your hair done, get your nails done.
Yum.
I mean, I'm not advocating that, but you can
Why
do
not?
that.
I'll advocate.
Because you don't want to leave a fire while you're not home.
Very, very good point. But you can't cook it too much, so it's so super easy. And then at the end, you just want to take out the cinnamon sticks, the cloves that you put in there.
Can I try it?
Yeah, try it. So I love
So this is
cranberries.
your base.
This is the base, yeah.
Okay.
Cranberries are great. They're full of
man.
antioxidants.
Amazing.
So good and so easy.
So you got some cranberry sauce left.
Yes.
What are we making next?
Okay, so we're gonna roll this into meatless meatballs
Wow.
with cranberries,
That's
and
so
they're
good.
so delicious. Okay, so I've got walnuts in here, breadcrumbs, crackers, and Parmesan cheese. Okay, so mix this up.
Yes, ma'am.
And then I'm gonna add to that some onions. So you're gonna make it almost like you would
You
make a
vegetarian or
meatball.
you just
I am.
Oh,
I
You don't
am.
have to apologize.
I know. I feel like foodies,
not
it's
at all.
a challenge to be a
It's so
vegetarian
good.
sometimes, but this recipes like this, you're not gonna miss the meat
I
because it's
tasted
so,
it.
so good.
That's a fantastic meatball.
The meatballs
It's-
are so good.
There we go. I've got some sage in there, some
Mm-hmm.
salt. You're gonna mix it up, and then you're gonna make these little meatball guys. brown them up. I put them in the oven, 300 degrees for about half an hour, and they come out nice and crispy.
Idea. There's so many people who may come to your house and they may not want the Thanksgiving turkey.
And then you add mushrooms and a little bow tie pasta. And
Exactly. With the fried sage. You guys want to try that? Try that. Yeah, here we go.
All right, Dylan's
absolutely.
So the next morning we can make
That's right. So you use the same cranberry sauce, you put it in your meatballs, and now you're going to put it in your pancakes.
Okay.
And what I like to do is I've got them ready to go there. I'll put a little bit inside the pancake so it's almost like filled. And then you can put a little batter on top and then flip that bad boy.
Just a basic pancake batter?
Well, this actually is a ricotta pancake. So it's got ricotta cheese, it's got some all-purpose flour and 1 egg. I'm going to add some orange zest, a little pumpkin spice, baking soda, baking powder, and you're good to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I flipped these, but I think you forgot to put butter on the pan.
That's okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and eat it.
Let's try that.
All right.
Do you want to try
you can
one
find
of these
recipes and more at today.com/food, plus a bonus recipe for Yvette's pumpkin empanadas. Even better.
Those are so good.
We'll be right back. I love pancakes.
Good evening, everyone. Reporting from here on the ground. Santa Ana winds are very strong. Fire has grown leaps and bounds since it broke out.
Do you feel like you're giving a green light to politicians?
No.
Lie.
NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
When it comes to cleaning your air ducts, it takes the trained professionals at Stanley Steamer using the most powerful equipment to get the most powerful results. We clean your entire system. Call today and save.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
This is my everyday. Up early, rush to get ready, wake her up for school, catch the bus to put in a full day here, get home in time for dinner and her homework, then off to bed so I can do it again tomorrow. Choosing my Better Health plan helps me focus on my health, see my doctor, get my flu shot, and earn rewards. I'm making better choices to be a better me. Better is an even better me.
It's time to winterproof your home. This year, you're going to be warm and comfortable no matter what the weather is. First, we'll foam your walls. Now, this is no ordinary insulation. This is USA Premium Foam, up to 45% more efficient than typical insulation. Then, we'll insulate your attic well beyond builder's grade standards. Winterproofed in just 1 day. Call now and get your $500 early bird discount.
USA Insulation.
If you hurt and need understanding and compassion, I would recommend Hoffman and Pluckett. They will give you the compassion, the understanding, and you don't have to worry about fighting your employer. Bureau of Workman Comp. A lot of people say, oh, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. We went in there and we won. Every time we went.
When was your last professional cleaning? 6 months? A year? Maybe it's time to get back to clean. Now get 3 rooms of carpet clean for just $99.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Our actor and comedian Jimmy Spites here.
Up next, Andy Cohen is in with Hoda. We're going to see you tomorrow.
So everybody have a great day.
I love our wave.
More Americans watch NBC News than any other news organization in the world.
It's time to upgrade now into a brand new vehicle at Jeff Weiler Hyundai in Springfield.
Buckle up for some insurance being fun.
Ride the totally realistic traffic jam. And the world's first never bumper cars. It's a real savings hoot with options that fit your budget.
That's fun for the whole family.
Only at Progressive.
Maybe an insurance park was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yep. My problem was never really my feet. It was always my back. I had had as many epidurals that I could possibly have in 1 year. And that's when Tara at the Good Feet store kept telling me to try her arch supports. The future I can see now. I couldn't see it before. I can't use this.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
2 News brought to you by Goodwill Auto Auction. Watch 2 News at 6. We're working for you tonight beginning at 6 p.m.
Okay, it's Monday. Look who's with me. A puppy and Andy. Oh,
we got a great show. First of all, what's better than puppies? Puppies that pee on you and a little music.
That's right. Joshua Radin, we're listening to today. He's going to be performing for us. And there's a reason. That's the reason we brought these cute little guys.
Yes, Dan, we're the happiest people on the planet. We'll ask the guy who left his job to travel around the world.
And plus the doctors from Botch reveal their #1 tip if you are considering plastic surgery.
I am now, and we're going to put you in a festive mood with the ultimate holiday gift guide.
Come on, let's go. Let's get this party started. Puppy Palooza!
NBC News. This is Today with Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush Hager. Live from Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Stink bombs. All right, Hodes. Happening.
That's called Monday right there for you. Woo! Welcome to Monday. It's November 4th. Our good friend Andy filling in for Jenna. Look at Jerry. Jerry's got Windex and a roll.
Thank you, Jerry. Someone just gave me a light.
We're all good. Thank you, Jess. That, by the way, is a song called Street Light by Joshua Radin.
He's going to be here a little bit later, right?
Joshua Radin.
Yeah,
He's got the voice of an angel. I think you're going to be hooked too. I think you
so
are.
too.
Hi, Andy.
Hey.
Is everything? You know what I like? What's happening?
What?
You've done with your do.
Oh, I cut it.
You've tightened it up.
Yeah, I tightened it.
Tightened it.
Yes, Anderson Cooper read me the riot act.
What did he say?
He was like, you got to clean yourself up. He was very aggressive about it, actually,
Yeah.
I would say.
This is my favorite. This is the favorite one.
Oh, good.
All right. So, hey, wait. What did you and your little one do for Halloween?
We trick-or-treated. It's so crazy. It got, on Halloween in New York City, it got real humid all of a sudden at trick-or-treating time. Right at the time that I was putting on a full-body Snoopy suit, there we are, and putting him in the Woodstock outfit. I mean, he's already 25 pounds, and so I mean, I was schwitzing. I had flip-flops on, which did not go with the Snoopy outfit, but it was. We had a blast.
Did you?
The West Village on Halloween night, it's like a Nancy Meyers movie.
Oh,
like
really?
all the parents are dressed up. Yeah. All the parents are great looking, and they're giving full candy bars, not little minis. I'm like, where it's a Nancy Meyers movie. Do you get that reference?
No, who's Nancy Meyers?
Nancy Meyers is the director that did like Something's Gotta Give. All of her kitchens are like huge islands, beautiful.
I didn't
Who lives
know.
like this? Yes. Anyway, we had a blast. I loved it. And Ben was just giggling. He loves Snoopy, so I think he was seeing me as Snoopy, and he was like,
So
it was just very cheerful. It was really
How
fun.
late did you guys just go out for like a half hour?
We went out for about 45 minutes or an
that's it.
hour. Then I booked it home.
Yeah.
Took the subway up to 30 Rock, where I met Jimmy Fallon. It was the culmination of our since Labor Day. Every week I've been assigning him 3 Grateful Dead songs in preparation for seeing Dead and Company at Madison Square Garden. He had always wanted to come to a show with me, but he felt that the catalog was too immense. Like, if I go, I'm not going to know any of the music.
So he was
We did
learning
this
the
thing.
songs.
So I met him there. He is so fun, and he makes everything a party, as you know,
Right.
Jimmy. And so I get to the studio. He has his hair and makeup people, Jacob and Cindy Lou. They painted our faces, made us rose crowns. There we are before the show. We're in the hallway of the Tonight Show on our way to Madison Square Garden, and we went. No one knew who we were.
Stop.
We're running around Madison Square Garden. No one has any idea who we were. It was a wonderful night.
How
We saw
was
a
it?
great
Did he
show.
love it?
He loved it. Look at you. That's wild, isn't it?
But by the way, I can actually tell that's you too.
Yeah. Well,
You know what? I know it's the eyes. Your little impish grin is still there, and I can
Impish
see,
grin.
and I can see Jimmy.
My
Yeah, straight
impish
through
grin.
it.
Yeah.
So is he a convert now? Is he?
I think so, yeah. It was a great show. We had a great night. It was so fun. You had there we are with John Mayer, who of course
John, now what was he doing?
John
there?
is in Dead and Company. He's doing the Jerry Garcia parts in Dead and Company now. Yes.
Okay, that's
Oh,
crazy.
no,
I didn't
it's-
put that together.
Yes,
That's crazy.
absolutely. It's next level.
All right.
Hoda, you were in Princeton, New Jersey.
I went to Princeton.
Was that yesterday? that you
Last
did that?
night. Yeah, yesterday afternoon.
With Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Did I tell you? Tim walked into this room. There's Faith and Joel came. Joel was like,
Oh, Joel, did Joel?
where?
I got the set. Oh, okay.
Yes, he did.
Okay, he did. And you interviewed them?
I interviewed him, just Tim, about his new book. But I have to say, like, when he walked into that room, like the place exploded. He's got this thing, and he was just telling stories about
Yes.
But there's something about this guy, and I have to tell you, he has a vulnerability that is authentic and real. He came from literally nothing. I mean, he talked about how his mom couldn't pay her bills, and he would watch her like cry at the table. He said he even figured out a way to jerry-rig the power so that when they cut the power off, little Tim knew how to fix it. He was like,
Where
Mom,
did he
I
grow
got
up?
this. In a small town in Louisiana, like 3 hours outside of New Orleans.
I love a vulnerable man of country.
That's exactly what he is.
I know, that's what I'm hearing.
And let me tell you, when he's like, I don't have any formal training. I mean, I can't sing my diaphragm. I don't have that. I just do my thing. I'm like, look at you. Anyway, the book is terrific, and we're going to talk to him
He's going to be here tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, all right.
Imagine. Hoda.
Yeah.
You hit the big time. You and Savannah Guthrie. You are on the winter edition, I am told, of Fly Washington magazine as America's best friends. Now, how did you get the cover of Fly Washington magazine? This serves Virginia, Washington, D.C., and Maryland. So again, a small little footprint, but wow. This is exciting. Fly Washington magazine.
Yes. Thank you.
You can get this at Reagan National and Dulles International Airport. If you're looking for somewhere to put your gum, as I think we said in the meeting.
Wow, Andy.
Can't wait to read this piece.
It's a den. All right.
Yeah.
So
it's great. I hear the pieces. Wonderful.
Jenna's going to come back on Monday. Yes. So we have 5 shows left. So we are launching our Excited to Be Reunited countdown. All right, to celebrate, we're going to look back at a clip every day. We're going to start with our trip to Vegas in 2016. Let's take a look.
Okay.
I don't remember. Jenna? Where are we?
Oh, I don't.
Did I lose a tooth? Yes, it's missing. I told you we shouldn't have gone to the Donnie and Marie show. Wait, what time is it? We're late. We're late. We have a show to do. Oh my God, where's my shoe? I don't know. Who is that? I don't know, but remember, you're the daughter of a president. Oh no!
Oh my God, you and Jenna doing comedy.
I forgot about
I love it.
It was really fun.
Cute.
We did that show in Vegas. God, it's so funny because Jenna and I were announced as co-hosts, and then I went on the
only hosted together like a week.
That was one of the days.
Really funny. So she is coming back a week from today.
Yes.
5 shows left.
Yes.
And to celebrate, we want to know if you have someone special in your life watching who you haven't been able to see for a long time. We want to hear why your connection is so special. If you go to hodaandjenna.com, push the connect button, and tell us all about it.
Something cool may happen as a result. All right. So, did Kristen Stewart was hosting SNL this weekend?
Yeah, I missed it.
I did too, but they said that she was really funny, and she did a skit about how sometimes it's tough to talk to kids.
Right. Other people's
kids. Take a look.
Oh, good.
Give me a high five, buddy. Oh, too strong.
I bet you play football, right?
Yeah, you go to school. That sucks. Do you wear your clothes to school?
Do you have no idea how to talk to children? Does it make you feel like a bad person that you can't? Mm-hmm. It's never too late to learn with new Duolingo for talking to children, the first foreign language app for grown people who need to learn how to talk to kids because their friends are starting to have them. Practice just 5 minutes a day, and you'll be a brat whisperer in no time.
Very cool, bud. Very cool, bud.
A brat whisperer.
You're better with other people's kids now.
Yeah, no, I'm good with other people's kids. Yeah, and I also like to walk away from other people's kids. Like when it's like, okay, good.
Bye at school. Coming up. All right, do you want to know the secret to being happier and less stressed out? You will not believe what that is.
And their body of work is legendary. The botch doctors are in with the common missteps when it comes to cosmetic procedures. We're talking butt lifts, just ahead. Butt lifts? I think so. Oh my God, that part.
I wish I could wake up and say hi to a giraffe. Ride a train in the sky. And visit faraway galaxies.
Stay in the middle of the magic at a Disney Resort Hotel. From easy access to the parks to enjoying extra time together in the parks. And now, create a 6-night, 7-day package, including a select Disney's All-Star Resort hotel room and theme park tickets for as little as $106 per person per day for a family of 4.
Nobody gets your carpet, tile, or hardwood as clean and healthy as Stanley Steamer.
Call or go online for our $99 special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, get your home cleaner.
Is that what I think it is? A heart in my honey nut? This bowl of Cheerios is trying to tell me that their tasty O's can help lower cholesterol. Now that's a good breakfast, y'all.
Did you know that every single flush flings odors onto your soft surfaces? Then they get released back into the air, so you smell them later. Ew, right? That's why Febreze created new small spaces. Press firmly and watch it get to work. Unlike the leading comb, small spaces continuously eliminates odors in the air and on surfaces, so they don't come back for 45 days. Now that's one flush and fresh bathroom.
All Tyson Anytizers chicken is raised with no antibiotics ever. They're a great decision for snack time. Allowing the band to practice at your house? Not a great decision. Keep it real. Keep it Tyson Anytizers.
What's this?
Your cold's gonna make you a zombie tomorrow.
Wrong. New Mucinex night shift fights my cold symptoms so I can sleep great and wake up human.
Don't eat me! I taste terrible! Fight your worst symptoms so you can sleep great and wake up human. New Mucinex Night Shift Cold and Flu.
Spread a little love today. Spread a little love my highway. Spread a little something too.
Philadelphia cream cheese, made with fresh milk and real cream, makes your recipes their holiday favorites. The holidays are made with Philly.
I use the color that protects as it colors. Excellence Hair Color from L'Oreal with Pro Keratin Complex.
Rich, radiant color, and it cares for my hair. No color protects or covers grays better. So much care in one little box.
Excellence Creme from L'Oreal Paris.
Guys, let's go.
Oh no.
JCPenney. Remember the little things. JCPenney. Remember the little things.
In 1 week, a lot will happen in your life. Wrinkles just won't. Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair's derm-proven retinol works so fast, it takes only 1 week to reveal younger-looking skin. Neutrogena.
Fairlife is milk that gives you more. It's ultra filtered for 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. This holiday, bring more to the table. With Fairlife ultra filtered milk.
We undeniable.
The good news, our protection lasts all day. The bad news, so will this recital. New Depend Fit Flex underwear offers your best comfort and protection guaranteed. Because perfect or not, life's better when you're in it. Be there with Depend.
The system is broken. Help me fix it.
New Amsterdam, NBC Tuesday.
Welcome back. Y'all know it's going to be a good week. Andy Cohen is here all week for Jenna, and we have a cool viral video. Don't we?
I love this. A Florida priest has gone viral for his impressive dance moves during a high school pep rally. This I want to see. love that. Is he seeing anybody? Oh, no. Amazing. I love a funky father.
That was totally funky. Cardinal Gibbons High School cheerleaders. That was Reverend Ricardo Rivera. And
this guy's got another. I mean, this guy.
Come on.
He should do the whole talk show circuit.
No, you think?
Yes. I have a feeling he'll be on the Tonight Show tonight. Right?
Yeah, no, the guy, he's amazing. All right, now,
amazing.
Speaking of great performances,
Yes.
John Legend did something that I don't know that he's ever done in this way. He and Chrissy Teigen were celebrating Halloween at Universal Studios, and they went to this horror Friday night thingy, and apparently John spontaneously took the stage and he sang a rendition of All of Me. So Chrissy posted this video and explained that maybe wine had something to do with this performance not being his number one.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh my God. Give me
Okay, so Chrissy explained on Twitter that the whole joke was supposed to be that literally no one was watching at the stage, but when he got on there, it was like, hey, it's me, John Legend. But was he doing that on purpose?
I don't know. He must have been. He can't. Yeah. There's no possible way. Chrissy can get him to do anything, though.
She can't.
Because he seems so like Roger Strader.
Yes.
And she's like, just do it. I bet she is. All right. So there's a new study from Queen's University in Belfast that finds this, and maybe this isn't surprising. Narcissists are happier and often more successful despite bugging the you-know-what out of most of us.
Right. They're less likely to be stressed or depressed. Their heightened self-confidence and self-importance appear to be protective qualities.
Were you ever friends with a narcissist?
I love myself.
But you're not a narcissist.
Well, I mean, you have to be a certain degree of narcissist to be on television.
You do?
I think. Listen, but you are not. You are as humble. You're the low man on the narcissism totem pole at the Today Show. But who is the most narcissistic person on the Today Show, would you think?
What I think?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so not nice.
I know.
Oh,
what do we think?
Who do you think?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I think that you have to be, I know you flipped it around and now I don't want to say. But you know what? I mean, the housewives are all narcissists.
Yes.
Yes, in a glorious way.
Right.
Do we think narcissists are happier people? I think they are because they're
unaware.
Yes.
You're totally living in your own world. Everything's about you.
They feel great about themselves.
Yes.
Right.
They say stuff like this to you. Do you remember that time I was telling you I had the hangnail in the salon 3 weeks ago?
Right.
Well, on that day, you're like,
wait,
what are you talking about?
I want to tell you more about my dream.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I hear that.
I actually don't think you are, because you actually have real awareness. I think you have confidence, but that's not narcissism. I think
there's a level of ego and narcissism.
Yeah.
All right, see.
Coming up, we made it to November. Guess what's right around the corner?
The holidays, folks.
Yes, we're counting down to your festive fun with the ultimate gift guide. That's Lori Bergamatto coming up after this.
Do you push through migraine?
You okay to watch a movie?
Yes. I'll pick. Imagine what you can do with more migraine-free days. Curious? When you're not fighting through migraine, imagine the possibilities. Once Monthly Emgality is a preventive treatment for migraine in adults. It's specifically developed to help give you more migraine-free days. With Emgality, about 60% of people have their migraine days cut in half or more. Don't use if allergic to Emgality. Allergic reactions, such as itching, rash, hives, and trouble breathing, can occur even days after using. Common side effects include injection site reactions.
What should we watch tomorrow?
Ask your doctor about Emgality and imagine more migraine-free days.
So, you want to get creative with your oatmeal. First, you need whole grain Quaker oats. Then add some solid choice. Perhaps a dash of dairy. And maybe a bit of tried and true. When it comes to creating your perfect bowl, anything can be an ingredient. Okay, almost anything. Our oats, your creation. Quaker Oats.
Start the holiday season at Ulta Beauty and get ready to give, gather, and glow.
People everywhere are confusing Quilted Northern for a bouncy castle. They're both durable, flexible, and nice to have at parties. But Quilted Northern is not a bouncy castle. It's just really nice toilet paper.
For real cold and flu protection. With Lysol, you can help protect them from a real cold. Lysol disinfectant spray kills the #1 cause of the cold, and Clorox wipes don't. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Hi.
Welcome to Lindsay's. Welcome to jjoo.
Welcome to Peter's.
Welcome to Bitches!
Now anywhere can feel more like Chili. With new Chili's delivery and to go.
Still looking for a dry skin solution? Try Eucerin Advanced Repair Lotion. It helps stop dryness from recurring by going beyond ceramides with natural moisturizing factors found in skin. Eucerin Advanced Repair Lotion for healthier looking skin.
Ever since Daryl's family started using Gain Flings, their laundry smells more amazing than ever.
Honey, isn't that the dog's towel?
Hey, me towel, Sue towel. There's more Gain scent plus Oxy Boost and Febreze odor remover in every fling. Gain, seriously good scent.
What do we want for dinner?
Burgers. I want. What about cookie? I want a bucket of chicken. I want.
It's the easiest because it's the cheesiest. Kraft for the win-win. Find something incredible from somewhere amazing. Unique selection, unbelievable prices. Home Goods. Go find him.
I love eggs, and there's a big difference between ordinary and the best. Which egg tastes more farm fresh and delicious? Only Eggland's Best.
Which egg has 6 times more vitamin D, 10 times more vitamin E, and 25% less saturated fat? Only Eggland's Best.
Which egg is so special, I'd never serve my family anything else. For me, it's only Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
All right, last week we found out decorating early for the holidays actually makes you a happier person. So what do you say we get ready for a little holiday cheer?
I say let's do it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, happy holidays! I snapped funny too. I know with the third. Okay, now that you're in the mood, boy, that did it. We're gonna help you get your shopping done early with a look at this year's top trends in holiday gifts. And recently, Donna went to check some out at the New York Now retail show right here in New York City. Watch.
I'm here at the Javits Center in New York City, scouring the aisles for the hottest trends everyone will be buzzing about this holiday season. And look who I brought along, our resident in all things gift, Lori Bergamato. Let's go shopping.
Let's do it. So one of the biggest gifting trends we're going to see this year is what I like to call the mantragram. It is no longer just about a monogram or your initial. It's all about your message. And when you gift it to somebody, it feels really personal without the custom price tag.
It's kind of like Hoda's Instagram printed out on little dishes.
Hoda, always on trend. Sloths are such a huge trend, and we're seeing them everywhere. I think largely in part because they're so calming and comforting. Sloths are slow moving, and what better time to remember to take it easy and to chill out a little.
I feel with the touch of the sloth, with the presence of the sloth, I understand the sloth phenom.
So Donna, tiny is also trending. We're seeing a lot of things that are just miniature in their nature, but really powerful in their performance. So these are from Lexon. They're tiny little mini speakers, really affordable. And aren't they so fun?
So cute. I love these colors.
We're seeing
board games as a really big trend. And not just Clue and Monopoly, I'm talking chess, checkers, and backgammon. Probably the hugest one of all. You'll have to teach me, but for now, I think another reason it's so popular is that it looks really pretty. So we've also seen a lot of people gifting it as tabletop decor. Look at all of these kits. I mean, there's a sneaker cleaning kit, a light kit, a manicure kit, a bicycle kit. There are so many kits to match anyone's personality, and they're really universal crowd pleasers. It's really one-stop shopping, and it's also extremely giftable. One of the other things I love about being at the gift show is that you get to see really cool, innovative products. Like this. It's so cool. It's from a company called Mural. And it's really hard to gift art, but this is art that you can gift because watch what it does. So I'm going to just move my hands across the bottom. It's a full library of really classic, beautiful art. Let's say you're on this and you're wondering, who did this? You can lift up from here and see that this is a Monet. It's a Monet. And I would never be able to gift you a Monet, Donna. But with this item, I could.
You can gift me a Monet. Well, Lori, until the holiday season.
Can't wait.
Love it. Lori is here with great gift ideas. She's the style director for Good Housekeeping. Hi, Lori.
Hi, guys. Happy holidays.
Yes.
Okay, so advent calendars are another really big trend. That countdown where you get a gift to do, right? So we think you guys are really going to like this one. It's an advent wine calendar. Isn't it so? You can open up the little door. Go ahead in there, Andy, and pull it right out. Yeah. Is it stuck in there? Okay, there you go. There's reds, there's whites, there's rosé, there's even a champagne. So, and what's so neat about this is that it's $139, but it ships free, just like this. You get 24 bottles of wine. Macy's Wine Cellar. Definitely check that out because it'll sell out fast.
Okay.
So then also there's some magnetic calendars. This one's from Pottery Barn.
Yeah.
And the thing we like to about this is if you're like, you know what, I just want one for the rest of my child's life. I don't have to buy a new one every year.
It's for the kids. Stop hawking me how many days till Christmas.
Thank you, Andy. Exactly. So this one's under $40, and then you can tether a toy or an experience to each one. If you want the kids to get involved. Another magnetic one. This one's from Melissa and Doug, under $15. Okay, which one of you guys has a hard time wrapping gifts?
Me.
Come over here and try this wrapping paper from Paper Source. It's made of stone, you guys, which leads us to our next trend, which is it's like cutting like butter. Isn't it beautiful? So $10 a roll, all Paper Source here.
Joke. It's fun to cut.
Why is it? Because it's made of stone, not trees, which is what makes it sustainable, which is what our next trend is.
It is fun to cut.
So we have like a little sandwich wrap, some stashers, a smart water bottle. Guys, this, whether or not you like it or hate it, this is what's happening, guys.
With straws.
Yes.
Reusable straws are going to be the gift, the stocking stuffer of the season. $10 for the pack. And then Pieces of Me Co. You guys may have seen this in the piece. Really sweet way to give customizable jewelry. You take a quiz and it comes up with a personality trait that tells you, is your friend ambitious, compassionate, bold, driven? And then you get the little charm.
That goes with the
These are made in Michigan, lifetime guarantee, starting at $19.
Thank you, Lori. So check out these gifts. Head to today.com/shop. And of course, you can't have the holidays without toys tomorrow. We're going to look at some of the must-have items for your kids on your list.
Coming up, he is one of Hoda's favorites and yours. Joshua Rayton hits our Studio 1A soundstage.
And check out these familiar faces from the docs from Botched. They're going to share their best advice before any cosmetic surgery procedure coming up after this. Oh, my God.
What's this?
Cindy, that cold's going to keep you up all night. And tomorrow, you're going to be a zombie.
Forget that. I'm taking a new nighttime cold medicine.
There's nothing new.
Afraid so. New Mucinex Night Shift Cold and Flu fights my worst symptoms so I can sleep great and wake up human.
So you don't want to be a zombie?
No, I've got to work tomorrow.
Don't eat me. I taste terrible.
New Mucinex Night Shift Cold and Flu. Uniquely formulated to fight your worst symptoms so you can sleep great and wake up human.
Work so hard, give it everything you got. Strength of a lion, it's tough as a knot. Rocking the stage and we're never gonna stop. All strength, no sweat, just a case of
All straight, no sweat.
Chicago PD. Let's go. All new Wednesday.
Remember this? Now's the time to winterproof your home. Did you know you lose most of your heat right out the walls in the attic? Think about the difference this little piece of foam weather stripping makes. Now imagine what it feels like filling your walls with foam. This is going to run much less, which means this is going to be much lower, and they will be toasty warm all winter. USA Insulation. Hey, I almost forgot. Winterproof your home now, and I'll give you a $500 early bird discount.
Hungry for something fresh? Head to Sweeney's Seafood Bar and Grill. Sweeney's offers award-winning fresh seafood, pasta, steaks, desserts, and more. Dine in or take out. Opens at 4 p.m. daily. Make your reservations today at Sweeney's Seafood Bar and Grill, located in the heart of Centerville.
You're used to defying expectations. Medigold is here to defy yours with all the Medicare benefits you want, like a travel allowance and a national network of pharmacies, dentists, and eye doctors. Call or visit Medigold today.
Want quality flooring installed quickly? It's the Stock Super Sale at Buddy's. Save up to 40% now, featuring premium carpeted floors, the most popular colors and styles, and over 4 million square feet of flooring. Up to 40% off, and Buddy's can install immediately. Shop in-home for expert advice, free measurements, and product selection. Special financing, too. The Stock Super Sale, going on now only at Buddy's.
You got a body in the carpet business.
You already know that Recline and Rest is your #1 stop for home comfort. Visit our sofa and mattress gallery to see even more unique furniture pieces that'll have you relaxing in style with adjustable recline, headrest, and lumbar support. Stop by Recline and Rest to see for yourself in Beaver Creek.
Super excited because these world famous doctors are back at what they do best, helping fix failed plastic surgeries in the new season of the smash hit. It's called Botched.
Dr. Terry Dubrow and Dr. Paul Nassif are the go-to surgeons for patients who walk in with extreme cases and walk out with an improved body image. And today, they're here to talk Botox, buttocks, and boob jobs. Oh my. Hey, fellas. Great to see you.
It's great to be here.
Everything good?
So good.
Okay, let's start. I want to talk about butt lifts a little bit because it seems like they're more common.
Yeah.
I go to the gym and I am looking at people and I'm like, I think that's a fake booty.
Yeah.
But they're very dangerous, yes?
Very dated. It's the fastest growing procedure in plastic surgery. And you know why. Some reality stars have shown their buttocks.
Oh, Terry.
You know who they are.
Okay.
And a lot of people want to do that.
Those reality stars that are on reality TV that you're talking about do have fake butts?
You know how real reality TV is, Andy.
Well, it's very real on Bravo.
But the problem is that it's the most dangerous plastic surgery procedure. In fact, it's the #1 most fatal procedure in all cosmetics.
And are y'all
fatal
fixing fake butts this season on Botch?
We are. Well, we're fixing butts that went very, very badly.
Butts.
Yeah, and the problem is that when you take fat from one part of the body, inject into the buttock, the veins of the buttock are very short, very fragile. They lead to the main vein going to your heart, and they can kill you.
Let's talk about, a lot of people take a great or take a great selfie and say, I love that filter. And they come to you and they say, make me look like that.
And how does that work out?
Well, I mean, the good thing about it was first they used to take other celebrities and say, give me this face.
Right.
And say, no, we can't do that. So they wanted to get a better image of themselves. That's fine. But then you start getting extreme, just like how Instagram is trying to make some of the changes and removing some of the filters.
Yeah.
So when it gets to the extreme aspect of let me want you to make me like this. It's not realistic. So that can be a little bit dangerous too, because some of the doctors and patients will go too far with the wrong filter. A little light filter is fine.
So Botox and fillers.
Yes.
How do they differ and what kind of maintenance do they require? And do you recommend them? I mean, because I remember when the Housewives started and I used to be like, who has Botox? Who has filters? And it seemed so shocking at the time. Yeah. This was now 14, 13 years ago. Now it's like everyone and men.
Yeah. Remember when I did it with Taylor? We kind of examine it with that. Yes. So Botox takes care of the wrinkles.
Okay.
Fillers fill up things.
Okay.
So in Botox, it's something that lasts about 3 months and you can do maintenance, especially if you always have the 11s here or here, the crow's feet, sometimes the neck muscles. Now the fillers can last anywhere between 3 months and a couple of years. Now, the issue with the fillers, and we are seeing a trend for some of the younger ladies that are coming in for the lips.
How young?
Sometimes in the late teens.
Do you ever just say, do you guys?
Well, we do.
You say that.
But 30s usually, you can even start with fillers even in Botox in the 60s. But here's the main thing. What? Biggest thing that there is, like things called the non-surgical rhinoplasty. A lot of doctors do it. Can be very safe. Yeah. But us on botch this year, a lot of complications from making tissue die. We have to fix that, get some blood vessels. It can cause blindness.
Fair to say,
you have to be careful with fillers too.
Fair to say that both of you have Botox and fillers. I have Botox right now, and I've had fillers, and I've had too many fillers before. It's made me look very weird.
Doctor, I have right now, I think it was on my Instagram about a month ago, I have some, watch this, I have a little bit of Botox.
You can have your forehead.
I have here, a little bit, low dose.
I think the list is shorter of the procedures he hasn't had. Let's move on.
Let's talk about boob jobs. Is that the number one?
Number one by far, breast augmentation. It's also the number one operation that has complications.
A lot of botched boob jobs.
And there's a new thing, textured implants are being associated with breast cancer, a rare form of lymphoma
Should people
now.
be removing those? Or?
That's the question. If you have textured, and many millions of people are walking around with textured implants, you should go see a board-certified plastic surgeon and discuss it. I think you probably should.
Most of the people who come to you with botched jobs, do they go to doctors who weren't certified? Is that the problem? Or
that's a very good question.
50% of the plastic surgery done in this country is done by untrained, non-certified plastic surgeons.
So you got to ask. You got to
ask, are you board certified by either American Board of Plastic Surgery or the American Board of Facial Plastic Surgery? That's critical.
Why are you pointing at him when you
because
say that?
he's board certified facial.
Okay. I don't do body stuff. I don't do this.
So if they call themselves a cosmetic surgeon, that's a red flag.
Okay, got it.
All right, the new season of Botch premieres tonight at 10 Eastern and Pacific on our sister network, E!
Coming up, find out why 12 million people followed one man's life-changing journey around the world.
Plus a new song for a great cause by soulful singer Joshua Raven, he's Hode's favorite, Live to Sad.
Thank you.
Hey, Trace.
Oh, yes. So that just leaves Mother Rose.
Artist for last. You're kidding. For Mother Rose?
It's perfect. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Another one for Mother Rose?
Yep, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Never Ending Pasta Bowl is almost over at Olive Garden, starting at $10.99. Over 100 combinations of pastas, sauces, and toppings, plus unlimited salad and breadsticks. Hurry in for Never Ending Pasta Bowl at Olive Garden.
To be honest, a little dust, it never bothered me. Until I found out what it actually was.
Dust mite droppings? Dead skin cells?
Gross. So now I grab my Swiffer Sweeper and heavy duty duster.
Duster extends to 3 feet to get all that gross stuff. Gotcha. And for that nasty dust on my floors, my sweeper's on it. The textured cloths grab and hold dirt and hair no matter where dust bunnies hide. No more heebie-jeebies. Glad I stopped cleaning and started swippering.
I'm truly amazed at the effect that it has on people.
So nice to meet you, June, Jane, Jeed, Kay, Raj, and Ray.
Good job, brain. Say hello to Neuriva, new brain supplement with clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 indicators of brain performance. Neuriva.
Oh, look! Glorious Progresso soup! So delicious. Oh, tender chicken. The anticipation is killing me. Just pour it in something already. Yes, this precious heirloom will do just fine. Progresso soup. You simply must taste it.
5 steps for perfect winter skin.
5 steps. My skin gets so dry and itchy, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe Skin Repair. It's 48-hour moisture in one use and guaranteed relief for dry, itchy skin. Thanks to O'Keefe's, I got my skin back.
Spread a little love today. Spread a little love my highway. Spread a little something too.
Philadelphia cream cheese, made with fresh milk and real cream, makes your recipes their holiday favorites. The holidays are made with Philly.
These are real people, not actors, who've got their eczema under control. With less eczema, you can show more skin. So roll up those sleeves and help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is the first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between flare-ups. Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent saw clear or almost clear skin and had significantly less itch. That's a difference you can feel. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. So help heal your skin from within, and talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
To his more than 14 million Facebook followers, Nosire Yassin is known simply as Nas Daily.
For 1,000 days on the trip of a lifetime, traveling to more than 60 countries and posting daily videos of his adventures and the people he met.
Here's a little peek at his life-changing journey. For more than 3 years, Nosire Yassin has been delivering a daily dose of optimism online. Better known as Nas Daily, his fast-paced, informative videos have earned him more than 14 million Facebook followers.
Because it needs to reach everybody.
Born and raised in Israel, Nas moved to the United States in 2010 to attend Harvard on a full scholarship. After graduating, he quickly realized an office job was not for him and set out on a remarkable mission: share one video, 1 minute long, once a day for 1,000 days straight.
I have no clue why I'm doing this, but I think it'll be fun.
Nas traveled the globe, covering 64 countries, tackling tough topics like the conflict in the Middle East.
The following video is in Arabic, Hebrew, and English,
along with generosity in the Philippines.
I want to see if I can have food, water, shelter for $0.00
and the occasional internet classic,
like real, fluffy, cute cats.
Ending each video with his signature sign-off.
That's 1 minute.
In January, Nas completed his journey, sharing his 1,000th video.
I'm just a kid who was so excited to travel the world and make videos.
But Nas's work is far from done.
I'm back!
He shares videos weekly and has started his own company.
Because if this village kid can do it, then you can too.
Look at this village kid!
Lil Nas. Yeah, that's a real name.
He's got a new book out. It's called Around the World in 60 Seconds. We're so happy that you're here.
Thank you guys for having me.
How did it feel like soaking that up?
I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it as long as it lasts.
You seem like you enjoy everything. You went all over the place, to say the least. Where would you say has the happiest people?
To be honest, I think every place has happy people. I think no place has sad people per se. But if I were to point out one country, it would be the Philippines.
Oh, really?
These guys are crazy generous, crazy happy. I've never seen anything like it in my life. And I lived in New York, okay?
Yeah.
New York is not the same.
How did you do it when you said you went with no money and you were trying to see if you could get food, shelter, and just everything, a place?
It's as simple as saying, I forgot my wallet. And then immediately they would say, here's food, here's water, here's shelter. I literally told someone, I don't have a place to stay. And then they said, come stay with me. I mean, try doing that anywhere else. It's really hard, I should say.
What were you trying to get across by going to all these countries? What was kind of the point for you?
The point is simple, right? I think a lot of the attention is dedicated towards the usual places. New York, Los Angeles, London. But there's so many more countries around the world that have so many amazing stories. Yeah. What do people do in Sri Lanka? Yeah. What do they do in Papua New Guinea? In Palestine, in Israel? And so I wanted to treat everybody equal, the black, the brown, the white, and then share their stories. And the stories you find are insane.
Where has the best food?
The best food? I don't know. I eat to live. I don't live to eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
so in a way, I don't.
Are your parents just blown away by what you're doing?
I think I think now they like it. Now that there's a stable source of
tell your
income.
parents I'm going to go around the world and post a video a day.
And make
They're
no
like,
money.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, you went to Harvard and got a scholarship and now you're doing this?
Yeah, that was hard the first year.
I'm sure it was.
Well,
But look at you, 14 million followers.
14 million
on Facebook.
followers.
Thank you, guys.
And one in particular, she's standing right over there.
Yeah, you met your girlfriend on the road, right?
Yeah, that's my girlfriend.
Hi,
Hey, what did y'all fall in? What part of each other did you fall in love with? What was it about her?
I think she's the most honest person I know. And I think she's the most kindest person I know. And I'm very unkind. So she's like, so it's good to have this balance.
Well, we're so happy for you. The book is called Around the World in 60 Seconds. It hits stores tomorrow. For more info, you can head to today.com/shop.
He is here right now with some new music you're going to want to download. Joshua Radin performs live right after this.
For the first time.
Guys, let's go.
JCPenney. Remember the little things. JCPenney. Remember the little things.
John Tyson's motto was, "When better chickens are hatched, we will hatch them." It's why all of the Tyson chicken that bears his name is raised with no antibiotics ever. Every nugget, strip, and drumstick. Keep it real. Keep it Tyson.
Lash Sensational Mascara from Maybelline, New York. Makes every lash fully sensational. Our Vanny Brush volumizes every kind of lash. More sensational full fan effect. Lash Sensational, only from Maybelline, New York.
What's for dinner?
Oh! It's the easiest because it's the cheesiest. Kraft for the win-win. For real cold and flu protection. With Lysol, you can help protect them from a real cold. Lysol disinfectant spray kills the #1 cause of the cold, and Clorox wipes don't. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
You wouldn't do only half of your daily routine, so why treat your mouth any differently? Listerine completes the job by preventing plaque, early gum disease, and killing up to 99.9% of germs. Try Listerine. Need stocking stuffers? Try Listerine Ready Tabs.
There are women who know when little leaks show up, you don't go home, you go viral. Poise Ultra Thin Pads are 5 times drier than the leading Always Period pad, so you can stay you and stay amazing. Poise, the #1 brand for light bladder leaks.
You don't let a cold ruin your day. You take Dayquil Severe Liquid Caps and crush it. Dayquil Severe, the daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, sore throat, power through your day medicine.
I'm craving
wings. Only Frigidaire's range lets you air fry right in your oven. It's all the flavor, none of the guilt.
so good.
That's using your Frigidaire. The E People's Choice Awards, Sunday at 9, only on E.
WDTN Channel 2.1 will be moving to a different frequency, so if you use an antenna to watch TV for free, you might have to rescan your television set after November 8, 2019 to continue receiving WDTN programming. Cable and satellite viewers are not affected. For more information, visit WDTN.com or TVAnswers.org. With your help, Miami Valley, we were able to provide thousands of coats through our Coats for Kids campaign this year. To you and all our partners, we say thank you.
If you live in Dayton and are eligible for Medicare, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield can help you get coverage that fits your
And today we're talking about something every parent and grandparent needs to know.
Social media predators. Are your kids protected online? Do you know the online dangers they face? 2 out of 5 kids are approached by sexual predators online who try to set up face-to-face meetings. That statistic startled me. It's something I worry about as a mom.
Well, that's
and
stupid.
a warning to everyone watching. Some of the things we are discussing on today's show are graphic and disturbing. If you have young children in the room, this is not a show for them. The first guest you're going to meet was only 15 when she was contacted by a predator on Instagram. You're also going to hear chilling stories affecting kids as young as 8. This is a crisis. No one is talking about it. But we are today, and you need to listen. It's become a breeding ground for sexual predators. Social networking sites, online gaming apps, video chat rooms, they're all gateways exposing young children and teens to complete strangers in a pervasive way we've never seen before.
The internet today is quite dangerous for children who are unsupervised. It's worldwide, so you could have somebody halfway across the road reaching out to your child. The internet is as dangerous as leaving your child unsupervised in a park, if you will, at midnight.
Over 500,000 predators are online every single day, and more than 50% of victims of online sexual exploitation are just 12 to 15 years of age. Chat rooms are a predator's dream come true, and it's the predominant method to meet your kids online. Sydney was only 15 years old when she unknowingly connected with an Instagram predator who would immediately change her life.
When I was 14, I started posting pictures of myself online. When I was 15, I received a direct message from a guy. He told me that he was a photographer and had a lot of contacts with big modeling agencies. He thought that I had a great look and wanted to work with me. He also had over 75,000 followers, and I thought that this could be a good opportunity for my modeling career.
Sydney agreed to meet him for her very first photo shoot, and even though Sydney's mother was there, she says it escalated quickly.
He took me behind the studio where there was this tall grass, and he kept wanting me to take more and more of my clothes off. After the photo shoot, he kept sending me tons and tons of messages. He had asked me to take nude photos to print and put it on the walls in his apartment. He also started asking me sexual questions. These messages went on for months, and he wouldn't even give me the photos that he had taken. I just couldn't understand, why did this happen to me?
Because you're a dumbass.
Everyone you're meeting today and on stage with me has been affected by a social media predator, from the kids to the parents, grandparents, and even police that you're about to meet. And we're going to start with Sydney. Sydney was only 15 when she unknowingly connected with an Instagram predator, a situation that would immediately change her life. So Sydney, tell me what happened.
I was in the mall one day and I saw a Victoria's Secret angel and I was like, wow, that's just amazing. Like, I would love to do that. And so I used Instagram as a platform to make connections with photographers and other models. So one day a photographer with about 75,000 followers reached out to me and he was like, hey, I love your look. Like, I'd love to shoot with you and I can help you. And like, he told me that he had all these great modeling agency connections and he'd worked with some really well-known models. So I had no reason to believe that he had any ill intent. So I went to a shoot and I brought my mom with me.
Okay, great. So you brought your mom.
Yes.
And what happened at the shoot?
So while she was in the other room, I was shooting with the photographer and he kind of convinced me to take off more clothing throughout the photo shoot, and he was just telling me that this was normal, this was the industry. I ended up taking photos in underwear, like a bra and a thong, and I actually never received those photos back.
And what happens next?
So he ended up texting and calling me really frequently, and it was more than just a friendly professional level. He ended up asking me really inappropriate questions about my virginity. So he also then asked me to take nude photos, and he also told me that he would like me to do a shoot in lingerie with one of his friends who was a male and was in his 20s while I was 15.
And did he also send you photos?
Yes. There was a penis photo that was sent to me, and he told me that it was from his friend that was going to do the shoot with me, but I believe that it was actually the photographer's photo.
So at any point, did you tell your parents what was happening?
I did not, because I blamed myself for how deep I had gotten into the situation. I didn't realize all of the red flags. And so I was like, I got myself into this situation and I just felt ashamed about it. So I didn't tell anyone.
And so as far as you know, he's still out there?
He absolutely is. He deleted his social media and he took down his photography website, but he is still out there.
You know, here's the thing that's interesting is that when parents think about the dangers, we immediately think about an adult stranger in a car pulling up to a park and trying to lure your kid to get into the car, right? I need everybody to understand that the phone is the modern day park. That's what social media has become. And it's not, and I'm saying this in very stark terms because I think most of us, you know, you give your kid a phone for Christmas, and you're like, go have fun. Woo! Oh, I don't like social media. I'm not on it. But we are giving our kids access to way too much information. And more importantly, we are giving strangers access to them. It's also not just strangers. I understand that you were DM'd by some friend's father.
Yeah, my friend's dad actually reached out to me through Instagram. I worked with his son on a project, and at first the message I got was just like, you know, hope you're doing well, hope you work with my son again soon, and that's all fine. Then he started complimenting me on my look, and he actually asked to take me out on a date. And I'm his son's age, and he knows that based off the context. So I just thought that was really gross.
Very gross. You know, and I think I heard the audience go, ooh, when they saw those messages. So did you tell anybody about this?
No. Yes, I did. I've told my parents about it.
When did it stop with this dad?
It hasn't.
What do you mean it hasn't?
He still messages me and still messaged me a few days ago.
He did?
Yeah.
I want your phone.
Okay.
Give me your phone.
Okay.
So why have you blocked him?
No.
Why?
I don't believe in blocking people. I'd rather see things as they happen. So I think that she.
I believe in blocking people.
Yeah.
Block. There. He's blocked.
Thank you.
Now here's why.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually gotten worse than just the dad reaching out to you, because I understand that somebody propositioned you for sex on Facebook when you were even younger.
Yeah, I got messages relentlessly from this guy for 6 months. Every day he would send me several messages. My phone would be blowing up, trying to call me, trying to video chat with me.
When you were 12?
12 years old, yeah. And he asked something like he wanted to know how much I cost. He was begging me to answer his messages, sending me my own pictures that I would be posting. And it was just really, really weird.
So did you talk to your parents about that one?
Yeah, I did.
And what did they say?
I wasn't really on Facebook all that much in a personal, serious way. I was just getting these messages and they thought it was disgusting and scary. Luckily, he was in a different country. So that kind of made me a little less stressed out about it. But people are crazy and you really don't know what could happen.
One of the other mistakes that I think parents make, and I certainly have made this in the past, is that our kids come to us with something like this that's terrifying, right? And what's our reaction? Get off Facebook. You can't have your cell phone. Delete that app. And that doesn't work.
Mm.
Your kids just make another profile under a different name that you don't know about, and now you've just cut off the line of communication. And this next story is even more terrifying because at the age of 12, Samantha gave naked pictures to a complete stranger who is now a convicted felon. So, Samantha, let's start at the beginning.
So one night, my friend and I were on this site and we were talking to a boy that we thought was our age. We weren't really receiving a lot of attention from boys in school because we weren't really that popular. So we turned to the internet, and when we had a guy express interest in us, we jumped on that opportunity. This guy dared us to flash our chests, and no, we were 12 years old. We didn't really have anything to show. So we did. About 6 months later, I got a message on another social media site from another person saying that they had this picture of my friend and I. And he also sent me a picture of my 2,000 friends on that social media site. He told me if I didn't log into the other site and video chat with him that he was going to send that picture to all of my friends. And at the time during school, I was being bullied. I actually had a picture of myself being circulated around school of me dressed as a clown with clown makeup on. And that feeling came back to me, and I thought I'd never want to go through that again. So I agreed, and I went into that video chat with him.
This is actually a formula that people use. They get one piece of information about you and then threaten to distribute it to your entire network. And for a kid who is vulnerable, who's 12, 13, 14, 15, this is like a death threat. Have you ever heard of the term sextortion? Well, that's what happened in this case, because this sicko had a list of sexual demands. And when I first read them, I have them sitting here next to me. As a mother, I nearly had a heart attack. They are shocking, and you're going to hear them when we come back. Up next, this is graphic, it's disturbing. Spread it more with your face in the camera. Please, can I be done? I mean, I never told anybody about that night. You did come face to face with this predator. Can you tell me what happened? Next, Mel. Outrageous sports parents caught on tape.
I may be the most obnoxious coach out there, but I don't care.
We're calling foul. Why parents psycho? Tomorrow on Mel.
Free one-day delivery on millions of items. With Prime. Hey, it's me. Your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides and CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Here at SnowFats. For your worst sore throat pain, try Vicks Vapor Cool Drops. It's not candy, it's powerful relief. Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks Vapor Cool Drops.
My body is truly powerful.
I have the power to lower my blood sugar and A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin. And Trulicity activates my body to release it, like it's supposed to. Trulicity is for people with type 2 diabetes. It's not insulin. I take it once a week. It starts acting in my body from the first dose.
Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction.
Oh my gosh. What the hell?
Sextortion is when someone is coerced into sending sexually explicit images of themselves over the internet. This is a federal crime. Now, Samantha, when this predator reached out to you 6 months after your friend had flashed yourself and he had the photo, he also had a list of demands.
Yes. He made me strip down and get fully naked. I had to touch myself in certain ways. And the entire time I'm begging and pleading for him to make it stop and let me stop and let me just to leave me alone. And he kept reminding me that every time that I begged him to stop, he just reminded me that he had something even worse on me now than the first picture originally. So if I didn't do the pose correctly, I had to do it again. Because I was crying in a lot of the shots, I had to redo them because he needed me to smile. I had to touch myself and do things that little girls never even imagine.
And he was holding over your head the fact that he was going to distribute things to all of your friends on Facebook if you didn't comply with these demands.
Yeah, I did everything that he asked me to do.
And how long did this live video thing go on?
It went on for about 6 hours.
Well, I've read some of the transcripts, and they're really hard to get through. If you have children in the room, you do not want them to hear this. This is graphic, it's disturbing, and I'm going to read some of the exchange. Spread wider, put the cam there and lay back. Show us you again. Can you use your hands? And then you start to plead. Please, please. Both hands. Please, can I be done now? Please. You are the only people to ever see me like that. Spread it more with your face in the cam. Please. Is that it? Then can I be done? Please? Yes, do that. And show us your bod one more time and you're done. You say, I feel sick. Why do you feel sick? I don't know. I just feel really gross. Why is that? You didn't have a choice, so it's not your fault. You were forced to do this because you made a mistake 6 months ago. I mean, it just
goes to show, like, that he knew he was manipulating me, like, and that I blame myself for so long. Like, I felt guilty, like it was my fault, and I never told anybody. I never told anybody about that night.
Now, I understand that you did come face to face with this predator. Can you tell me what happened and why that was so important for you to heal?
Yes. About 4 years after the FBI showed up at my house, I had to go and see all the evidence that they had against this guy and basically see me in this light again. And I had all these repressed feelings come back to surface, and I was like totally depressed. I attempted suicide, and I'm here now, and you know, I got through it. But going to the trial and seeing him was something that I needed to do, because after the FBI was at my house, I mean, I tried searching for years what this guy looked like. I had to put a face to the name and a face to the person who did this to not only just me, but 350 of us.
Yeah, his victims were as young as 8. They seized 80,000 pornographic images. His victims spanned 26 states, 3 Canadian provinces, the UK, as shown on this map that was created by the FBI. And I am happy to say that Lucas Michael Chancellor was sentenced to 105 years in prison for child pornography and sexploitation. And here's the thing, I would normally never say his name, ever. But the FBI is still looking to identify victims. So if you or someone you know might have been a victim of this predator, please visit or contact the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST. Now I want to introduce former NYPD Detective Mark Novak. Mark, I would love for you to come up and join this conversation. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's not
Okay. How common is this?
The exploitation is
Yes.
fairly common. The method used in this instance, the coercion and the threats against Samantha, are, in my opinion, less common.
So what are the strategies that these predators use to start to connect with an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old or a 15-year-old?
Well, first and foremost, as you said earlier, looking for somebody who's vulnerable. They're looking for somebody who's susceptible to being praised or looking to fill some sort of void.
So any teenager, basically.
Any teenager, really, yeah, quite honestly. And what the strategies consist of generally are flattery, grooming. This grooming will consist of doing a number of things to gain the child's trust. In Samantha's case, what they did was it was simple coercion. They'll use threats either against the individual, whether it be physical or whether it be the threat of releasing information to family and friends. They'll make threats oftentimes against the family members, against friends of the child. So it's one of the strategies, but I believe it's less common. More likely or more common is somebody hiding in plain sight who's going to befriend the child, a lot of compliments. You're amazing, you're doing really well, and look to draw this child in to where they trust this individual.
What do parents need to do? And I'm also thinking about situations where, okay, you see something that's creepy, you block. When do you report?
My feeling is if you have a situation where something is being said that's inappropriate to your child, or someone is either inferring or outright requesting some sort of sexual photographs or some sort of exploitation of the child, you need to report that for the simple fact that you don't know what's going on. You don't know what else this individual has done. You can't connect the dots as a parent. So it's important to notify the authorities. It's important to make a report because, again, it allows them to take a look at this person, take a look at their communications and see what else they might be doing and what they're up to.
Here's another question. What do we say to our kids, particularly our daughters, about what to do?
You need to be honest with them.
Okay.
I really believe you need to, I don't want to say graphic, but you need to explain to them exactly what they may experience, what may happen to them. And listen, if your child has access to the internet, they've already seen and heard all of this.
At what age should we start talking to our kids about this?
As soon as you're putting your child on the internet, if you're giving them unsupervised time on a computer, they have access to all of it. It's out there, and it's scary.
It's very scary. Up next, we're talking to a family about sexting. My advice to parents may surprise you. We'll be right back.
Up next, well, I went on my granddaughter's Instagram page. What I saw was grown men sending her messages.
Have you ever sent or received sexual text messages with anyone? Okay, what's upsetting you, sweetheart?
What's upsetting me, kids?
You're here because we all want to help you, okay? And later, I'm exposing another digital danger you cannot afford to miss. Our 25-year-old production assistant created a profile. She used hashtags tween and middle school. The first 2 followers were middle-aged men.
If you live in Dayton and are eligible for Medicare, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield can help you get coverage that fits your life and budget. Our Medicare Advantage plans cover many of the costs original Medicare doesn't, so you can focus on what matters most. Anthem plans help protect you from high medical costs, and there's an allowance for health items at Walmart. Plus, get dental, vision, prescription drug coverage, and access to over 15,000 fitness locations nationwide. You can also choose an Essential Extras benefit to help you live a healthier life. If you live in one of these counties, you can get a plan with $0 monthly premiums. The Medicare enrollment deadline is December 7th. Enroll in an Anthem plan at a great rate now, so you can spend more time living and less time worrying. That's the benefit of Blue. Call Anthem today at 1-844-494-0034 for your free quote or to schedule an in-person meeting.
Update your floors with Empire Today's $50 room sale. Buy one room, get floors for all other rooms for just $50 each. So when you buy one room, it's only $50 for laminate in the kitchen, $50 for carpet in the bedroom, and $50 for hardwood in the office. There's no limit. Buy one room and it's $50 for floors in each additional room. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. So, you want to get creative with your oatmeal. First, you need whole grain Quaker oats. Then add some solid choice. Perhaps a dash of dairy. And maybe a bit of tried and true. When it comes to creating your perfect bowl, anything can be an ingredient. Okay, almost anything. Our oats, your creation, Quaker Oats.
Welcome back. We've been talking about social media predators and the dangers our kids are facing online. And one thing you've heard me say loud and clear is this. You as the parent have got to get in front of this. And you've also got to keep the communication lines open with your kids. And that's especially true when it comes to sexting and inappropriate videos. Just ask 66-year-old grandmother Dreama, who was uncomfortable with what she saw her granddaughter doing online, so she got involved.
My name is Dreama, and I'm very, very worried about my granddaughter Aaliyah, who's just turned 15. She's all over social media and doing things that I don't approve of. I'm 66 years old, and yes, I am old school. And I know this generation has changed so much since I grew up. But she needs to calm down on that phone. We don't live close, and that's very hard for me. I'm retired in California, and she lives with her mom in Ohio. But I always try to check up on her. Lately, my grandma intuition has been going off. And I asked a family friend to check Aaliyah's phone. And the thing she found freaked me out. I feel so helpless living so far away from her, and I love her with all my heart. I just know that we have to catch her before she falls. Mel, can you help me get through to my granddaughter and let her know if she is not careful on social media, it could ruin her life?
That just made you really emotional. What came up for you?
It's just things. I just want her to be safe. And there's so many things that can go on social media that she could get into that she couldn't handle.
Yes.
A lot of things could go wrong.
That's true.
So I went on my granddaughter's Instagram page, and what I saw on there was grown men sending her messages. And then there was a video of her cussing. So I'm like, okay, well, wait. No. I call her up. I'm like, what are you doing? You can't do that. Take it down. So she apologized, said, I'm sorry, Grandma. She listened to me and she did take it down. But things are getting worse.
So when your grandmother intuition went off, you saw a video of her cussing, and then you called a friend and they took a look. There were grown men that were reaching out to her?
On her Instagram page.
On her Instagram page.
Yeah.
So, Aaliyah, obviously you're here talking to Mel Robbins. Your grandma is worried. Mm-hmm. What's the story behind this for you?
When I was cussing on live and stuff like that was because I was mad about something because one of our friends had got jumped.
Okay.
And we saw it and we were trying to run and try to help her and stuff and try to figure out who it was.
All right, so that was the cussing video, right?
Cussing.
Okay, so you were cussing up a storm on Facebook. Grandma calls and says, take it down, yes. And you listen, which is excellent. But tell me about the sexting. Have you ever sent or received sexual text messages with anyone?
No.
Go ahead, honey.
That boy.
Well, okay, so tell me about what the boy did.
When he was a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
He came over one time.
Yeah.
With all of us, all our friends.
Yep.
And stuff, and then they went home, we left. Then he started texting me, talking about he's gonna and all this stuff, and I said, no, you're not.
How old is this boy?
He was the same age as me, actually.
Okay. So were you 15 or 14 at the time?
Yes.
Okay.
And then my friend saying, oh, he's texting me, he's asking what are you doing, and all this stuff, and I'm like, why is he worried about it? And then that's when her mom was like, you need to delete him, block him, stop talking to him and stuff. So I did it. and then I left it alone.
Okay. So did you ever talk to your mom about it?
Yeah, I did get a chance to talk to my mom. She talked to me about it and stuff. It was when we went to go visit her, and my mom had found out, and she talked to me about it. And I was like, Mom, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do better.
Okay, what's upsetting you, sweetheart?
What's upsetting me, kids?
It's okay. It's okay.
You're here because we all want to help you, okay? And you're very brave to be talking about this. And here's the thing. I don't think that parents and grandparents fully understand the pressure socially. Now, I don't think a young boy should be saying that to you at the age of 14, but when he puts it into a text, for us as adults, it feels more serious. What I'm trying to wrap my brain around is that this is how kids communicate.
Mm-hmm.
We're going through a completely different shift in culture. And so it's more important than ever that we're able to have conversations. Because for us, it ended when we left the party. And we only faced the bullying when we were at school.
Mm-hmm.
For kids, they can never escape it. She can block this kid, but now he's going to her friends. And so this is the reality of the pressure that you're feeling.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And, when we come back, I want to bring your dad out because he's been listening. And I want to talk about, in particular, the sexting and what I want every parent to start to think about when we come back. Next.
Things that you post, that stuff is permanent. It stays with you for the rest of your life. I'm always here. Always. I love you.
Thank you, Grandma.
And later, it's the digital danger that made the FBI's most wanted list. Somebody that knows how to use it could see that you're available to send stuff to, and you don't even realize.
Yes.
Ew.
Hey guys, here's what's coming up in just a bit on Living Dayton. Silver Lining Organizers is here to get all of your important paperwork in order. Plus, we'll tell you about a big career fair that could help you land your dream job. And we're getting LCB National Bank here. They're going to tell us how much you help our Cook for Kids event. Join us.
People that work at Synchrony care about each other.
I feel like a family.
We try to support each other.
People I work with are very friendly, a family.
We're hiring call center representatives in Dayton, starting at $15 an hour, with generous benefits.
The healthcare is fantastic here.
Tuition reimbursement, 401k, the vacation time.
Change what's possible. Apply at syfcareers.com or text SYF6 to 90206.
Angel Soft with fresh lavender scent. The scent is in the tube. No, it's in the tube. Nope. The fresh lavender scent is in the tube. There you go.
What's up? Shopping health plans. I just want good coverage we can afford. Why just good? You deserve better. Wouldn't that be nice? Check out Am Better. You get affordable coverage with benefits we can really use, and you can even get help paying for it. Seriously? So your health plan actually keeps your budget healthy too? Yeah. Now that is better. Much better. Huh.
Affordable coverage, valuable benefits. Now that's better.
Give us your lucky charm! Your unicorn isn't fast enough!
Well, how about 4? You can't beat 4. I love me Lucky Charms with 3 new unicorn marshmallows. They're magically delicious.
Welcome back. I'm here with Aaliyah, her grandmother Dreama, and now her father Christopher is here too. So Christopher, dads are often the last to know. Did you have any clue about the fact that this kid was texting her?
Well, I slightly knew about Aaliyah's social activity, but me and her mom is not together. I commute back and forth from state to state. Keep tabs on Aaliyah. Her mother is very sickly, so it's kind of hard to keep tabs on her social activity. Aaliyah is smart, caring, and
This upsets you.
yes.
So what's coming up for you?
Well, therapy for both of us. That's a start.
Yeah.
And keep track of her phone. And I know she's smart enough to make the right decision. And her grandmother, I'm glad she stepped up to this program.
Yes, excellent. I think that it's true. You are smart enough to make the right decision. I do want to underscore, and I'm happy to say that you are going to seek some therapy, and we have a healthcare professional backstage who is going to talk to all of you after this. But one of the things that has been profound for me to think about is that this is also occurring as our kids are going through puberty and as we are becoming sexualized and as we really are craving attention. And so it's almost like throwing gasoline on a fire that's already burning inside of every single teenager when you then add the ability to communicate nonstop with other kids your age. Now, the Facebook page concerns me in terms of the strangers that are adults that are reaching out to you. And I think that's something where you should go through it with your parents and block people.
Yeah.
And that if that's what's happening, that in order to protect you, that's what's important. But what I want parents to understand is that while our kids are smart and well-intentioned, their brains aren't fully developed till they're 25. And she's got a lot of growing to do. And there's a ton of impulsivity that comes with this age. And so this is why it's so important as parents that you're doing what you guys are doing. That when you sense something's up, you raise a red flag.
That's why I noticed that Aaliyah had 4 to 5 different accounts, which she didn't know I knew about. And I looked into it, and that set a red flag for me. And,
yes.
I know the internet is really dangerous for her, and I have to protect her at all times.
Yes, and it's not uncommon for kids to have multiple accounts. They call it having a fake Insta. So if you hear your kids calling it a Finsta, that's a fake Instagram account that mom and dad don't know about. Same thing with Snapchat. You can have private stories. And so one of the things to understand is that there is a line between her being able to express herself with her friends and her being safe. So I want you to give your parents and your grandmother full access, because here's the thing. If you're not comfortable with them seeing it, you shouldn't be posting it. And that is going to train you to stop and think, which is the hardest thing in the world for a teenage brain to do. You're not alone in this, okay? Now, when you see something inappropriate, don't comment online. Call her, talk to her in person. And if she comes to talk to you, would you be willing to have a conversation with her?
Oh, definitely.
Awesome. Do you want to add anything?
Only thing I want to say to you, I love you so much.
I love you.
I want you to make better choices, because things that you post or things that you message to someone, they could take that and put it all over social media. That stuff is permanent. It stays with you for the rest of your life. So you're at the age you need to make better choices, wise choices. And if it's something you don't understand, I'm always here. Always.
What would you like to say, sweetheart?
I would like to say thank you, Grandma, and thank you, Father.
This is part of growing up. Making mistakes, learning. What else do you want to say?
Thank you all for supporting me and helping me.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, you may.
This young lady right here has a 4.0.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And her goal is to go to college and be a biologist.
Yes.
Fantastic. And there is no doubt in my mind that you will. All right? Awesome. I'm proud of you. Awesome. We'll be right back. Up next, why is TikTok such a red flag? If your settings are not correct, somebody that knows how to use it could see that you're available to send stuff to, and you don't even realize, right? Closed caption sponsorship brought to you by.
Meeting with Kaboom feels like, what? Whoa, watch out. Cool, fantastic and clean. Kaboom, it's oddly satisfying.
I use the color that protects as it colors. Excellence hair color from L'Oreal with Pro Keratin Complex. Rich, radiant color. And it cares for my hair. No color protects or covers grays better. So much care in one little box. Excellence Creme from L'Oreal Paris. Is that for me?
Quick! The Quicker Picker-Upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent than the leading ordinary brand. Bounty, the Quicker Picker-Upper.
Cold Ease can shorten your cold by 42%. Might not make your first date 42% better. Shorten your cold with Cold Ease, guaranteed. Cold Ease Plus Defense Chewable Gels help promote immune health. Buy now and be prepared for the season.
If you or a loved one are a victim of a surgical or anesthesia mistake, brain injury or paralysis, birth injury, late diagnosis or cerebral palsy, or wrongful death, Elk and Elk's medical team uncovers medical mistakes. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
If you're eligible for Medicare, you can get more with a WellCare Medicare Advantage plan. We provide more than original Medicare. More plans, more options, more choices of doctors and hospitals. All at an affordable price. We offer plans with zero or low premiums and copays. Get more coverage with extra benefits like dental, vision, hearing, prescription drugs with free home delivery, plus free transportation to your doctor or pharmacy, and free over-the-counter items like vitamins, toothpaste, pain relievers, and much more. Plus, WellCare also gives more access to a large network of pharmacies and doctors. For more than 30 years, we focused on connecting members to the care and support you deserve. Get more from Medicare with WellCare. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. Call 1-866-907-4964.
The fetal heart rate had dropped to a dangerous level, causing a lack of oxygen to the child's brain. A C-section would have prevented the child's cerebral palsy. Discover the truth. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Elk and Elk, experienced in birth injury cases.
Welcome back. Today we're talking about internet predators and the kids they prey on. Joining me now is Katie Greer, who's a former director of internet safety and an intelligence analyst for the Massachusetts. Okay, so Katie, my kids are on TikTok. No boy. I'm not as worried about the 20 and the 19-year-old, but the 14-year-old. Why is TikTok such a red flag?
It's a giant war for kids, right? It's fun, it's exciting, your kids are on it, you know how that goes. One of the issues with TikTok is that you go on and the default setting is you're automatically public. So when we talk about and think about the demographic of younger kids, I know I have 7 and 8-year-olds. If they were on TikTok, their first thought when they join us would not be, hey, let me go change my public settings to private. So right out of the gate, they are exposed to millions, actually over 1 billion strangers on this one app alone.
For those of you that don't know, TikTok is a platform where kids can create short little videos. And the thing that's really appealing about it, that makes it really sticky and fun, is you can put all kinds of special effects on these videos without being a video editor. So it's super easy to use, and they create all these videos and share them. And I understand that TikTok in particular, pedophiles have their own secret language. And to better understand this, I know that you're going to just shake your head because you're going to know how easy this is. Our 25-year-old production assistant created a profile just for this show. She wrote that she was 13. We used a filter to make her look younger. She started to put up a couple videos that just mimic the kind of videos that kids were using. And then here's the thing. She used hashtags tween and middle school. Now, when you use a hashtag to describe a photo, it allows somebody to search for it because you just search for the hashtag. Guess what? The first 2 followers were middle-aged men on her profile.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is like, there's no effort just to search for this stuff and to be able to be in contact with thousands of people in an instant, specifically kids.
So I understand that the answer isn't, you can't use TikTok, right? Because they're going to use it anyway. And then they're going to stop talking to you about it. So what should kids be doing? And what can parents do?
So a couple of things, and really basic things. This is our problem of our generation, right? This is the thing that we think our kids are not going to be functioning members of society, but we got this. Number one, know your app. I don't need you to know all the filters or how to use this DM functionality. Just know what they are and know if it's possible that they can communicate with strangers, right? Number two, as we had already talked about, talk early and often. My 7 and 8-year-old don't even have phones yet, much less access to social media. But, you know, we're having this conversation every single day about social media and my expectations and stories that happen in an age-appropriate way, of course. And then number three, know your settings. There are a lot of settings that can help you out, whether they're parental control.
There are 2 important ones.
Yeah. So one setting is location services. If you go into the settings of your phone, actually most apps have access to our location and our kids' location on any device that they're using. So shut that off for anything that doesn't need a GPS to function. And number two, privacy settings, whether it's in games, whether it's in social media, using these privacy settings so that your kids only have access to the people that you personally know.
Well, when we come back, I will reveal the digital danger that is on the FBI's most wanted list. Stay with us.
Unexpected situation. L'Oreal's Magic Root Cover-Up. 3 seconds of flawless roots. 3, 2, 1. Roots gone. Magic Root Cover-Up by L'Oreal Paris.
Look for the turquoise one.
Starting a business means I have to be well rested every night of the month. Always overnight care and up to a 2 monthly bath. Right 10 hours of the can catch a leak, so you can catch these. Because my morning starts before morning starts. Always.
$9.95 at my age?
$9.95. No way.
$9.95? That's impossible.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, a manager here at Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company, to tell you it is possible. If you're age 50 to 85, you can get life insurance with options starting at just $9.95 a month.
Okay, Jonathan, I'm listening. Tell me more.
Just $9.95 a month for Colonial Penn's #1 most popular whole life insurance plan. There are no health questions to answer, and there are no medical exams to take. Your acceptance is guaranteed. Guaranteed acceptance? I like guarantees. Keep going. And with this plan, your rate is locked in for your lifetime, so it will never go up.
Sounds good to me, but at my age, I need the security of knowing it won't get canceled as I get older.
This is lifetime coverage as long as you pay your premiums. It can never be canceled. Call now for free information. You'll also get this free beneficiary plan. Use this valuable guide to record your important information to give helpful direction about your final wishes to your loved ones. And it's yours free. It's our way of saying thank you, just for calling. So call now.
Call 1-800-574-0466 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-574-0466. Call now.
Welcome back. We've been talking with Katie Greer from the Massachusetts State Police, and the whole show today is about social media predators that every parent needs to know about and the dangers that our kids are facing online. So I understand that there are some digital dangers that are at the FBI's most wanted list. So what are those?
Yeah, so sextortion is a big focus. They just rolled out a campaign, the FBI, in September with a big focus on this, specifically pertaining to gaming apps and platforms, you know, Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox, where these kids are playing these games a lot, right, for a long time. Mm-hmm. And they're also live chatting. So I know there's a case out of New Jersey recently where 24 men, I think, were just recently arrested as part of an online sting where they were soliciting undercover cops through these gaming platforms. So it's a problem.
You also have a warning for a new app as well.
I do. Yeah, so Snap Map is a part of Snapchat, and it has been for a little while now. Snap Map.
Yes, I've seen this.
Yes.
So this is the map that comes up, and all of a sudden you can see the little emojis of all the people that you're friends with on Snapchat, exactly where they are. I've never figured out how to get to it, but my kids, I've seen them pull it up and be like, oh, so-and-so's at the grocery store. They can actually see where you are, and your little face is right there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, your little Bitmoji is right there. And actually, it's gotten so advanced that it now can track whether, like, we're sitting here just stationary, or if I go get in the car after this, it will show that I'm in a car. It will show what music I'm listening to if I connect it to that as well. So,
yes,
it's very deep.
So, okay, how do you disconnect this?
Okay, so there's a couple settings. One setting is that your friends can only see this, and in my opinion, if I'm contacting you on Snapchat, I can tell you where I am. I don't need you to follow me on a map. So my preference for adults and especially kids is putting this on ghost mode, which means no one can follow your whereabouts on Snapchat. It is a really, really creepy and scary thing, especially for parents. Another one that I'll share with you. I know, last one. When we can airdrop things to each other.
Yes, I do it all the time with photos.
It's great. It's a great feature.
Yes.
Right? But with this, there are also people, if you don't use your settings the right way, that can airdrop things to you.
My settings out. Okay, what do I do?
Can airdrop things to you. So if we're not, I don't have your contact number.
Right.
But if I am sitting here with my phone and you don't have your airdrop settings on, I can just airdrop you any old picture. So there are reports that predators or perpetrators are doing this and just sending these random pictures to kids on school buses and
I understand it's called cyber flashing.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
So
can I ask a question to try to explain this?
Sure.
So if you've ever gone to a public space and you've been looking to join the public Wi-Fi, right? And then you see a bunch of options available. What you're saying is that if your settings on AirDrop which is embedded in your phone, are not correct.
Right.
Somebody that knows how to use it could see that you're available to send stuff to, and you don't even realize it.
Right. That's right. And they can just send it right to you, and it'll pop right up there. And like I said, when we're talking about kids receiving these pictures from random perpetrators, then we have some big issues. The good news, though, is that you can change this. So in your settings, make sure that only your contacts can send you airdrop that other people outside of
So I'm going to ghost mode on Snapchat,
Yes,
and I'm making sure only my friends and contacts can contact me on AirDrop. Hey, we are going to have you back because we're going to talk a lot about this. We are living in the digital age, and it's really important that you understand the realities of it and what you can do to protect yourself and your kids. We'll be right back. I love my studio audience. Oh my God. We support each other, and most importantly, we talk about things that matter to you. For free tickets, go to NoRobinShow.com and click on Get Tickets. Closed caption sponsorship brought to you by Happy High is a healthy high. So find the fun way to make your stop that jjoo that goes round and around.
To be honest, a little dust never bothered me until I found out what it actually was. Dust. Like droppings? Dust? Skin cells? Gross. So now I grab my Swiffer Sweeper and heavy duty dusters. Duster extends to 3 feet to get all that gross stuff. Gotcha. And for that nasty dust on my floors, my sweeper's on it. The textured cloths grab and hold dirt and hair no matter where dust bunnies hide. No more heebie-jeebies. Glad I stopped cleaning and started swippering.
Attention cancer victims who use the weed killer Roundup. A federal jury unanimously found that Monsanto's popular weed killer Roundup was a substantial factor in causing cancer. You may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you or someone you love used Roundup and were diagnosed with cancer, call the number on your screen now. Don't wait. There may be time deadlines to file a claim.
Call 800-791-1574. That's 800-791-1574.
If you live in Dayton and are eligible for Medicare, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield can help you get coverage that fits your life and budget. Our Medicare Advantage plans cover many of the costs original Medicare doesn't, so you can focus on what matters most. Anthem plans help protect you from high medical costs, and there's an allowance for health items at Walmart. Plus, get dental, vision, prescription drug coverage, and access to over 15,000 fitness locations nationwide.
You can also choose an essential extras benefit to help you live a healthier life. If you live in one of these counties, you can get a plan with $0 monthly premiums. The Medicare enrollment deadline is December 7th. Enroll in an Anthem plan at a great rate now, so you can spend more time living and less time worrying. That's the benefit of Blue. Call Anthem today at 1-844-494-0034 for your free quote or to schedule an in-person meeting.
Thousands of workers' compensation cases, 5, 10, or 15 years old, are just sitting in the basement somewhere collecting dust. You may be missing out on a cash award or settlement. Call the professionals at Hochman and Plunkett. We'll find your workers' compensation file and we'll find your award or settlement. Call Hochman and Plunkett today, 937-228-2666, or check us out on the web at hochmanplunkett.com. We'll find your file and we'll find your award.
Next now, outrageous sports parents on tape.
I may be the most obnoxious coach out there, but I don't care.
We're calling foul. Why are parents psycho? Tomorrow on Mel.
Today's show is really important, and so I want to sum up the 3 big takeaways. First of all, social media is the new playground that we were worried about protecting our kids on. But the thing that's changed is that adults are now disguised as kids. Second, the crime is sextortion. Once predators have the images that they need, they can extort your kids for more. And third, nothing has changed about puberty. Kids are sexually charged at this age, and kids are not going to tell you what's going on. So you need to be on top of this and have the conversations that you're afraid to have. You have to be responsible. You got to respect yourself when it comes to sexual activities, whether it's offline or on. Now I'm going to put up the resources again, and I want to thank all of my guests who have been here today. And finally, in case nobody else has told you today, let me be the one to tell you that I believe in you and your ability to change your life for the better. And that's why I'm here cheering for you 5 days a week and reminding you that whatever it is that you're facing, you've got this. I'll see you next time.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides and CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We've got to have each other's backs. CeraVe, now the #1 dermatologist recommended skincare brand.
Imagine a visibly healthier pet in 28 days. Purina One natural ingredients in powerful combinations for radiant coats, sparkling eyes. Purina One visibly healthy pet. Try new digestive health with probiotics for dogs.
Great news, honey. The roof is finally leaking.
We're finally getting a new roof.
At Diesel, we know that replacing your roof isn't this exciting. We also know that there's never an ideal time. When the timing is right for you, we will always offer lifetime warranty, price match guarantee, 12-month savings cash financing. You won't find another roofing company that can offer all 3. Schedule your free inspection today at dieseling.com.
Something great from Mr. Clean. Stop struggling to clean tough messes with sprays. Try Clean Free. It has 3 times the cleaning power of the leading spray to dissolve kitchen grease on contact. And it's great for bathrooms. Just keep pumping the power nozzle to release a continuous burst of mist and make quick work of big jobs. It even works on stainless steel. It cuts through 100% of dirt, grease, and grime. Available with easy-to-swap refills. To get 3 times the cleaning power, try Clean Free from Mr. Clean.
Watch 5 on 2. We're working for you. Weekdays beginning at 5 p.m.
Your life, your city. Live from WDTN. Welcome to Living Dayton.
Hello, good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Zach Pitt.
And I'm Julie Plaza. What better way to start off Monday, Zach, than with some coffee?
You need some brew.
You're a coffee addict like myself. We're talking to Ghost Like Coffee about their Dayton Magazine Best of Dayton nomination and their new location.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Plus, we're getting an update from LCNB National Bank about our huge Coach for Kids distribution event. I know for sure it was a huge success.
Huge success. So thank you to everybody that was a part of it. Can't wait to have that conversation. And we are cooking with Stephanie Salas from 4A Chef Culinary Consultant. Stephanie, you are also a Date Magazine Best of Date nominee again. What are you making for us today?
I am making sweet and savory bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts.
Here, get them in here.
All right, lots to get right here on a Monday. Lots to get to here in the next hour, but as always, you're going to get to check your local news and weather. Hey, Lauren.
Good afternoon. Here's what's topping our headlines.
Getting my phone. All right. Okay. I think this is it. Let's see.
Substation covered in flames. Concerns over electricity.
One sec.
The fire burned itself out. No one was hurt. DPL officials say the fire was caused by an animal. That fire knocked out power to more than 22,000 people. DPL crews have been working to restore power to everyone affected. Authorities are searching for possible suspects after a deadly shooting in Harrison Township. It happened at an apartment building on Council Drive late Saturday night.
Almost ready.
Brother and sister Kenneth and Carrie Allen grew up in a seemingly normal family, but divorced with these siblings apart and sent one down a dark path. When they are finally reunited, lives are destroyed, and the ultimate line is crossed.
Incest breaks all the rules of family. You're supposed to respect and love your family. You're not supposed to have sex with them and kill them.
Leaving family and friends to wonder just what went wrong in the Allen family. It rises to the level of evil. I believe Kenneth and Carrie were evil. Ken and Carrie Allen were siblings from hell. St. Charles County, Missouri is a quiet area just west of St. Louis. It's a cold Wednesday afternoon on February 9th, 2005. And County Deputy Tony Hoyson lands his speeding station on Highway 17. While on patrol, I observed a four-horse man that was speeding. I tried to stop the vehicle, but the car attempts to evade the deputy by weaving in and out of traffic. And the chase is on. I felt like they were trying to evade me because they looked in the mirror and saw me pull out of the turnaround where I had been parked. We exited into a commercial vehicle way station. I proceeded westbound and came onto the exit lane of the way station to stop the vehicle. After the high-speed chase, Deputy Hoysick approaches the car with extreme caution. That was very suspicious. Based on my training and experience, I felt like there was some other type of criminal activity that had occurred. He carefully walks over to the passenger side. Inside, he observes one male driver and one female passenger. I asked both occupants for identification, and the driver identified himself as Kenneth Allen with a Florida driver's license. The passenger identified herself as Carrie Allen since he was 18 years old, and she said that she was his sister. The deputy suspects that this sister and brother are hiding something, but he can't begin to imagine just how twisted the Allen siblings really are. Kenneth and Carrie Allen's grandfather, Leander Bradley, married his sweetheart Betty. The young couple settled in Indianapolis, Indiana. They earned an honest living, raised a tight-knit family with their two children, Sharon and Ronald. We were very close. We attended church. My mother and father, sister, and I attended church every Sunday. My mother and brother were very doting. Their daughter Sharon grew into the prettiest girl in her neighborhood. She knew she was good looking. She knew she could have just about any man that she wanted, but she picked and chose who she went out with. My sister did. But it wasn't long before beautiful Sharon Bradley got married, and she soon made Betty Lee into the proud grandparents of her son, Kenneth. The family was very close. Probably anybody were very good grandparents. They spent time with the children, with younger grandchildren. His relationship with his grandparents was very good. They spent a lot of time with their residents. They spent a lot of time with them. Sharon and her husband decided to have another child. In 1986, they gave birth to a daughter named Carrie. But the Allen family's happiness was short-lived. Sharon and her husband bought a new house, but couldn't keep up with the payments. My sister and her husband had money issues in the past. My sister and her husband fought extensively over money. It's not the happiest of homes. Our parents argued quite a bit, and it was kind of a house full of anger. The Allen home soon became a den of yelling, arguments, and bitter disappointment. And young Kenneth absorbed every word.
We all learn how to grow up by watching our parents. And if we're constantly watching them fight, that's how we're going to think life is. That's what you do. That's how you solve a situation, a problem. So he's going to be conditioned and do this as well. This became Ken's adapted way for solving his problems.
It wasn't a surprise when Ken performed poorly in school. But at home, Ken shared a special bond with his little sister, Carrie. The fact that Ken and Carrie came from the same dysfunction gave them that was part of their identity was this hellish upbringing that they lived separate halves of. But Ken and Carrie's time together as kids in a nuclear family would not last. Despite the fact that Sharon's parents were quite comfortable, money problems proved to be too much for this young couple. Sharon Allen divorced her husband when Kenneth was around 14 years of age. And at that time, Kenneth moved to Florida with his father, and Carrie stayed in Indiana with her mother. After the move, Ken's behavior and mental state worsened.
When Ken had to move to Florida with his father, he lost everything. He lost his mother, he lost his sister, he lost his grandparents.
When Ken was living in Florida with his father, his behavioral problems went undiagnosed and untreated, and he just continued further down a very dark path. Carrie's life back in Indiana changed dramatically as well.
This would have a tremendous effect on her. It's yet one more loss. Brother's now gone, father's now gone. She's very insecure, and we began to cling to her mother.
My sister and Carrie were very close. Carrie relied a great deal on my sister, Sharon. Without a father and brother at home, Sharon and Carrie grew close to one another. Some might say too close. Carrie grew up with her mother, Sharon, in lower-income housing, poverty areas, Section 8 housing in Louisville. Carrie and her mom, Sharon, they had a very codependent relationship. Growing up, Carrie was the youngest, and her mother was very protective of her. And it raised a lot of people's eyebrows just how close the mom and daughter were. As she grew from a toddler into a child, Sharon would shelter and protect her youngest daughter to an unusual degree. Carrie's mom treated her like an infant when she was well into school age. And that has an effect on a kid. Carrie grew up with absolutely no self-esteem. Carrie was harassed by her fellow classmates while she was in school. And Carrie would come home and tell her mother if my sister would go to the school and try to resolve the problem, but it didn't seem to help. As Carrie grew closer to her mother, Ken was thrust out into the world. He got down to Florida with his father, and once he was out of high school, he got married. He was in the Marines for a bit. Ken never played well with others as a child, and that continued as an adult. He was charged twice with battery. He had counterfeiting cases, forgery cases, theft cases,
and got into quite a bit of trouble with the law, and a lot of it was resurrected with his gambling problem that developed while he was in the Marines. Ken's life was consumed by gambling. He would disappear for days at a time while on vacation. Ken had a habit of getting a paycheck, and then he would blow that money at a riverboat casino, and then come back to Indianapolis and beg my mother to give me some more money. And then he would just return it, spend that money in addition. And like most addictions, it only gets worse over time.
Ken's gambling addiction became an all-consuming behavior, and all that mattered to him in his life was feeding that addiction.
Because of his crippling gambling debts, Bennett found ways to get money fast. In Florida, Kenneth Allen had been charged with having stolen credit cards, and he fled Florida as a fugitive. He ended up in Arizona, and he committed counterfeiting crimes there. He was ultimately apprehended, which resulted in his 20-month sentence in the federal prison in Kentucky. And it was in prison that Ken's already shaky life totally fell apart. But first, his wife divorced him. And then, his well-off grandparents, who had always supported him through thick and thin, decided they'd had enough. He would ask for a monthly stipend from my mother, Betty, in the hopes that she would give him as much as he needed, but it just never seemed to be enough to suit him. Stop. They'd say it's hard on life. While they had, they wanted to make sure that their rest of their life would be comfortable. Betty and Leander Bradley officially cut off their troubled grandson. When my father put an end to it, he just said no more. Cut the ties with it. It's a lost cause. It seemed like the only responsible thing to do. But Betty and Leander Bradley could never have known just what their grandson had in store for them.
Ken was a con man. He was a criminal. Nothing was going to stand in the way of Ken, not even his life.
And Ken was soon spin web that ensnares his trusting sister Carrie, leaving her powerless to escape.
Ken clearly here has developed into a sociopath.
Kenneth and his little sister Carrie were close as children, but divorce ripped them apart. Kenneth moved to Florida with his father, and Carrie stayed in Indiana with her mother. Carrie lived a quiet life with her doting mother. While Ken landed in federal prison for fraud and counterfeiting, and as he languishes on the inside, he formulates a plan to get his life back on track. While Kenneth was in prison in Kentucky, he had telephone conversations with both his sister Carrie and his mother Sharon. Well, yeah, what you really thinking about this song? Gotta play it. During one of the calls, Kenneth had alluded to his mother and sister that he had a plan for them to have a better life when he was released. I can't tell you about it. That's how you want to get out. He didn't state what that was going to be, what that entailed, but just that he had a plan for them to have a better life after he was released. Me too. Bye. After 14 months in prison, Ken, now 29 years old, is finally released on parole and returns home to his mother and sister in Indiana. He is down and out in every way possible. At the time that Kenneth was being released from prison, he already cut off ties with his grandfather. He was divorced. He had no money, so he moved in with his sister Carrie and his mother Sharon in a 2-bedroom Section 8 apartment in Noblesville, Indiana. Ken has been working for months on a plan to get his life back on track. And he's convinced the two people who have cut him off are what stand between him and a better life.
Ken focused a lot of his anger and aggression on his grandparents.
And one night he finally tells Carrie his plan. Over 200,000. Just say he wants to kill their grandparents and steal their $200,000 nest egg. And he needs his sister and mother to help him. And once the deed is done, they'll all share the riches.
Ken was a con man. He was a criminal. He was probably pretty charismatic, getting what he needed.
He also had power and control over her as an older brother, someone she looked up to.
With me. It's an unspeakable plan, but little sister Karen is eager to please her older brother. It seems dark side of all these years.
Carrie's been living with all the same, never acted out. Maybe all this aggression that she's boxed up inside, now she finally has the opportunity to let it out. She may be every bit as much of an antisocial, sociopath type personality as Ken is.
Now all they need to do is convince their mother. With his sister on board, he finally approaches their mother, Sharon.
We don't have that plan. We don't know about it. Then they kill Grandma and Grandpa and take their money.
Ken suggested to his mother that they could start a better life together if she helped him kill her parents, have a nice life, take their money, they could start a better life.
Better for all of us.
Sharon did not agree to do that. But Sharon could never have known just how determined she had raised her children to be.
Ken seems to let it go. Through the evening, though, he kind of talked with his sister, Carrie, and convinced her that if his mom was not going to be a participant in this plan, then they needed to go through with it without her, and then that meant killing their mother.